We're on.
Yay, we're on. Hello. Yeah, hopefully Anna will come in. Yeah, it's welcome to Diva of Days of Our Lives, and please like, follow, and subscribe. We're on Twitter at Diva of DOOL. That's my Twitter handle, and Facebook page Diva of Days of Our Lives, and you can find us on Spotify. YouTube, I uploaded the next day. We're trying to get it set up for YouTube Live, so that'll be fun. So I'm working on that. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit more tomorrow. So, and Facebook, we're also live on Facebook. So, yeah. So, hi, everybody.
Hi. Wait for it.
Hey, so,
I'll just go ahead and say it. She had a pee. So, that's out there. Yeah.
She's going to be thrilled when she knows she said that to everybody.
Gosh. Oh, I'm not going to say what she said after that. Okay.
So okay. Jen's here tonight.
She's trying to get on. Okay, I'm trying again.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, Anna. Okay.
There she is. She must be a fast peer.
Everything come out all right?
All right, smart asses.
Oh, gosh. Never a dull moment. Jen, where can we find you on Twitter?
I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
And Miss Marianne.
You can find me at Mama_Hooch on X, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, and on May 8th, make sure you wish Marianne a happy birthday.
Yes,
happy birthday.
Thank you.
And congrats on your new grandbaby.
Yes.
Congrats on your new grandbaby.
Yeah, you got the best early birthday present.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, a few weeks early for my birthday. Yes.
And, Anna's back here from the bathroom.
Yes, thank you for nothing sacred around here.
Nope, of course not.
You know, when you get to a certain age, you gotta go when you gotta go.
Right.
True.
So you can find me at Kazi Hooch on Instagram and X. Anyway, so.
Yeah, so you're not in the witness protection. Well, if you are in a witness protection program, we know there's a bathroom nearby, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. I have the basic necessities.
And I want to give a shout out and a happy belated birthday to our friend Doc. And
yes.
Yeah, so right now she's at her joint birthday party with a friend of hers, and it's an 80s, 90s birthday party.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, she's got a themed birthday party going on. So, yeah, she already texted me a few pictures. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to go to a 80s party next week, so I'm kind of excited about it. Oh,
cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed the 80s. 80s were fun.
80s were the best.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, they were, I guess. I had my kids in the 80s. 70s were better.
Oh, yeah.
Young and single. Disco.
The 80s gave us John Bon Jovi.
Oh, well, yeah. And he's still around.
And I Raise You, Joe Elliott.
John Bon Jovi is still hot. He's hot.
He gave a lot of things to people. No, that was the 70s. Mostly 70s.
70s.
Oh, yeah. The 80s gave us Teo Penguis on Days of Our Lives.
Yes. Well, it gave me my kids, too, so.
That's right.
All right. So this week, Kayla and Roman were talking, and we did get a health update on Kim, since for some reason or another, they don't think Kim's important enough to be on screen, which makes me mad. But Kim's doing better with her leukemia. And then Steve and Marlena come in, and Kayla has to give them the bad news about Bo. So,
and it was just on the heels of them actually taking a breath and saying, positive things were going on.
Yes.
It's like, just when some good things are going on, then all of a sudden that happens. So Steve's expecting Kayla to be all excited to see him and vice versa. And she had just gotten that phone call from Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one good thing, though, about the storyline is that the Dr. Jeff Russell, that he is fine.
He is
hot.
good looking.
Yes, he
is hot.
He's hot. Yeah.
I would like him to come up with a concoction for me.
Yeah.
I mean, medically speaking, of course.
It's like, finally, we get a hot doctor on the show who's 20 or 25,
Yeah.
So, yeah. And he can act.
And not extremely tan.
Yeah.
Like certain doctors have been.
Oh, yeah. He's
just
has
nice.
he been on
just
another
a nice
show?
looking man.
I feel
from another show?
somewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good looking man.
Let's wonder.
Yeah.
It's funny. He's in the promo with EJ, and you just see him from the back of his head, and his hair in the front is up like Ed Grimley. Like
Oh yeah, it was like
it was. You have to see the promo. His hair's like
they
this.
have it perfect.
Like that was a terrible camera angle. I would have been complaining. Like,
yeah, I didn't see the promo.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, in the promo for next week, Dr. Russell shows up at EJ's. So we're assuming maybe they are the ones. Either maybe he's trying to sell his, maybe trying to get funding or selling. Yeah,
because he was leaving. He was leaving the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what's going on with that.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe EJ's funding it. Maybe that's who he got after he left the hospital.
But I also heard too, I thought EJ is going to be involved in the house in some way. I wasn't sure he was thinking about buying it or investing.
Demira buy it. Yeah, I did hear that.
I thought Kyriakis was going to buy it.
Yeah, Xander's thinking about it too.
Xander?
Yeah, I think both of them were thinking about it. Well, that's what cracked me up. I'm so glad Kayla acknowledged the elephant in the room, which is that stupid little fundraiser didn't really do shit.
Even with $1 million, yeah. Or Maggie's million.
Hospitals probably cost tens of millions of dollars at the minimum to run every year.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I know. I was going to say that wouldn't have even, I mean, not to diminish the people who were lovely enough to donate, but that wouldn't have paid for one stripe on one candy striper's ass. I'm sorry.
No.
$1 million, I mean, $1 million's a lot, but it's not for a hospital.
No. So, no, what they needed all along was an investor or a new buyer. So, but I'm glad someone said it. They made it seem like, oh, look, Kat and Chad did this great job. It's like, they kept the lights on for maybe another week. That's,
maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Well, now that Julie is volunteering too, and Maggie's giving coffee and lemon bars, maybe 3 weeks. Okay.
And maybe Julie's bringing the donuts.
But how would you feel? Okay, this is all very nice. It's very kind that the lovely people of Salem are stepping up and doing what they can. I'm not going to diminish that in any way. But if you were a patient and you were going in for major surgery and you might be there for a few weeks, wouldn't you be a little worried if they're like trying to if you start hearing whisperings that, well, we might not be able to sew up his left leg after we amputate it because we're running out of supplies and, doctors leaving right and left.
We'll have to let the med student operate on you alone.
Yeah. Someone's overheard saying, you over there in the trash, carrying the trash can. You think you can give me a hand over here?
Well, even Kayla getting on Dr. Russell saying, oh, no, I'm not going to release you from your contract. I mean, that's kind of bullshit considering if the hospital is shut down, guess what? He's released from his contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's released.
And I know Kayla loves her brother, but that was a rotten thing to ask the doctor.
Well, she's putting him in a bad situation.
Yeah.
because they could shut it, and also the other millions of people they could save to save
Yeah.
one person. Yeah, because it got shut down, right? That
But
jeopardizes everybody else.
but Bo's in a different
Right.
country though, so you would
Mm.
think they could skirt around the laws and give him a drug. And since whatever, I don't even know, is he in Italy or something, or Greece? I'm not sure. I
I
guess
thought
he's
it
in
was
Greece.
Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably wouldn't get in trouble with the FDA. You wouldn't think, since he's doing another. They made, like
I mean, I'm sorry, but like Sammy Brady can figure out how to do this. It's not that hard. I mean,
Well,
she's
Sean
done
and
it
Steve
before.
are going after it.
Several people in that town have done things like this before.
Oh yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, in terms of the fundraiser, I guess what they could say is it was something to make it like a public awareness that there is a problem. That's only going to make people not want to go there, but until they get it straightened out. But I mean, if they were trying to bring it to the attention of somebody, but there's so many large corporations hovering over these things these days that it wouldn't have been hard at all to find some people who were at least interested in it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So now is EJ going to try to be the hero, appear to be the hero, or is he going to do something clandestine with this doctor? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I do too. All knows they definitely have scenes together at the Demare Mansion.
Yep.
So.
Let Rita run it.
Now Rita, yeah, we got Rita this week.
Yeah, if Kayla would have contacted Rita would have gotten that drug.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I was so excited to see Rita. EJ got himself out of the hospital, obviously. And I'm thinking, oh, who is she going to be making disappear?
Huh.
And it was just the memory card. So I was glad he gave her something she can physically handle, and not a 6 foot tall guy who weighs like probably 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So that was her Rita thing. And it was funny. She came out of the secret door from the tunnels.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. I like that.
And Kristen confronted her.
Yeah.
Because she says, she knows that she's hiding her mother. She more or less accused her of that. So, because she says, I just came in the front door. Why didn't you come in the front door? She knew she came in the tunnels way. Yeah.
Yeah. So when going back to Bo for a second, so Sean and Jada were swapping stories about their father.
Yeah, it was nice to hear about Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was, her story was weird though. It sounded like Sean wanted to go see his father and he's still feeling guilty about shooting Bo. But Jada was telling him, no, don't go, because people care about you here. I didn't understand what the hell she was saying.
Well, he can't go see Bo because Bo's in isolation.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was confused. Okay, that makes more sense. But still, he actually could be in the same country,
Yeah, and be there for his mother.
Yeah, but she's doing this by herself. Yeah, and it was a cute story too. Sean was talking about whichever fancy face boat that was.
Yeah.
He grew up on. I lost track if they had 4 fancy face boats. I can't remember.
Yeah, Nick blew up one, killing Steve.
Yeah, so it's gonna be such a weird conversation when you're telling someone, yeah, when I thought my mom was dead, my dad and I were living on a boat.
With the picket fence.
Yeah, and she didn't say, what? What are you talking about?
It's Salem.
I think she'd be
something strange to her.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, when you thought your mom was dead when you were a kid, yeah. I understand. So, but yeah, she said her father was disappointed that she didn't become a doctor, but her younger sister did. I think he'd be more disappointed with what her younger sister did.
Yeah.
Later on. Yeah, committing crimes and stuff. That was probably a little bit more disappointing
Poor
than
Bozo.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Anything else with Sean and Bo? Or I'm Sean. Anything with the Bo storyline? Anything else?
Not really. Except for Sean wants to steal the drug.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He
Steve to
was-
help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Anna, I just realized we didn't have any Kate this week. What the hell's going
I
on?
know. I was gonna say that before we started. I
Okay.
was say if I hadn't been in the bathroom, I
Yeah.
would have said that right away. But yeah. So yeah, yeah, I didn't see any Kate either. I missed a little bit of the show, but I saw most of it, and I didn't see
Yeah.
her at all.
I
And there
wanna
were
know
definitely
where
times
Abe
when
is.
she should have been there. Like she should have been in there with Roman when they were talking about all. I mean, yeah, it's good to have some sibling one-on-one time and all that, but when she should have come out after Kayla and Roman talked for a little bit, and then maybe they got the phone call or something. She should have been there. Like when Marlena and Steve came home and all. I think it would have been better. Everything's better with Kate, but anyway, my opinion. But I think she should have been there. She lives there. She works there. That's her home. So I was annoyed. Duly noted that Kate was not there.
I didn't see her for the spoilers next week either.
Yeah, no, I'm not too happy about that either. So, yeah.
Oh, so the adoption storyline. Yeah. Poor
We all
Sophia.
go,
She can't catch a break.
Nope.
No, it's been back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's up and down. Yeah, up and down. And yeah, so Tate asked Sophia to the prom.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Nice.
And she bought dresses, and then she bought a baby book to give Chanel. And then Chanel shows up at the school, but she's going to see Felicity's.
Yeah.
She won I think it's a swim meet or something.
Gymnastics.
Oh,
Yeah.
gymnastics. I don't know why I was thinking it was swimming. But yeah, you're right. It was gymnastics. And Chanel tells him the bad news that Johnny doesn't want to. Yeah, he backed out. I mean, that's not that uncommon. That does happen. But, so I've seen people discuss this back and forth. Some people are on Johnny's side. Some people are on Chanel's side. So whose side are you guys on?
I'm on Chanel's side with the way he did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on the side that means that he should be punched in the face.
Yeah. The reason is lame.
Yeah,
Get
it sounds
over
more like a
yourself.
plot development than a character development type thing, and I don't
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that.
That came out of left field. That was too. I mean,
Yeah, and that was.
Not
I
a
mean,
character.
he really crapped all over her, and that was
Yes.
not cool the way he handled it. Oh, why
No.
should we let them wait a little bit longer? Well, maybe it'd be nice if you talk to your wife about this before you actually let them know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, I get it on some level. I understand he's going through this crisis. Maybe because maybe if he's the one that shot his dad, maybe he's thinking, well, I might be getting carted off to jail. Who knows?
Oh.
But now,
I
did
don't know. I don't think
EJ
it's
have
him.
a flashback to picturing Johnny there?
Well,
yeah.
that's the last thing that was on the flash drive
Okay.
before
trying to
he
figure
took
it
it
out.
out. I think what happened is he hadn't discovered a flash drive yet, and then Johnny came in and maybe he had second thoughts and left.
Yeah.
Because it cuts. That's when it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because by that time,
Mhm.
EJ found the flash drive, and I don't think it was in when the real person that killed him
No.
came in.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my theory.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's too
Yeah.
easy to be Johnny.
Yeah, it's kind of like
But
we
Johnny's
didn't
walking around town sounding like he'd like his dad to be dead. So
Well, yes, of
that's
course,
not-
to make you think that. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
And he
But
did
I
point
just,
to him. Yeah.
if we have a diva of the week, I'm telling you, Johnny is the diva, and I
Yes.
don't feel. It's
There's
not
been
that I
a
don't
lot
feel
of
bad
divas
for him.
this week, but yeah,
I don't.
he's one.
It's not that I don't feel bad for him. But he also had an incredibly therapeutic, helpful conversation, deep conversation with his mom a few weeks ago.
Right.
And I know he's
That's
got a
good.
lot of processing to do, but he does have a psychiatrist for a grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's not in there talking to her or getting a referral somewhere. But then to just say, "Oh yeah, I can't be a good
Your fault.
father. I
Yeah.
can't do this."
How did
It's
that
just
good
so.
discussion with
It's just
Sammy lead to
plot
that?
driven. It's just
It's
so
plot
plot driven.
driven.
It pissed me
Right.
off.
It
Yeah.
It
is.
pissed me off.
It's not right. I
It's
agree.
like the new writers wanted to like kill the storyline.
Or they've definitely changed it,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know if they changed it, because Ron went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I mean,
Yeah.
poor Sophia and Tate have been dragged, they've been jerked around a
Dragged
lot.
through the mud.
Yeah, but then Amy was saying no, or oh no, it's EJ. We want EJ. Oh, EJ got shot. Oh, okay, well, yeah, then you can have the kid now.
Amy is like, there's another one I'd like to punch. Amy.
But in reality, would you give your kid to EJ Demira?
Well, no.
No.
But no, like making the decisions for, if she wants a baby, yeah, like it's almost like she can't go to school. You don't want her to do better, well, then why doesn't she take the baby then and raise it? Why are you making her have, it sounds like she wants Sophia to drop out of school and, raise a baby. I mean, when they could find another couple to adopt.
Yeah.
I mean, or at least try, I think. I don't know. That's just me. That's my opinion. But yeah. Or they're trying to get Sophia and Tate together.
I am kind of impressed though that I'm kind of glad they took some of the stupid out of that woman, because she did become more reasonable later.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was the new writers, just part of the plot or part of the story, but she did soften more, and and she really bonded with Paulina, and that helped. Another mom that would be the grandma for the baby, and so she could kind of, I could see they were kind of writing it that, well, she's a grandmother for this baby, and this Paulina is going to be a grandma, an active grandma in the child's life, and they kind of met heart to heart. So it was like she could kind of feel safe in a way, like, I don't know. But yeah, she was always, Sophia always portrayed her as being controlling and all that. So there's always been that. But I thought they kind of made her a little softer finally, But
there's been a lot of people that have been giving Johnny good advice, or getting him to see, like, that's not you. I forget who, they can help me out, who was telling him that, you're not your father. You're not
Paulina.
Paulina. You're not going to be like that.
Too. Yeah.
Who did? There was some
Marlena.
Oh, Marlena.
Yeah. But yeah, Paulina really tried to knock some sense into him.
Oh yeah, and everything they were saying is true, and it's like, you should realize that, all this time, even though he didn't know the circumstances of his birth, look how he turned out. You know what I mean? And he really wanted this baby up until that point. I don't know. I just think it's like Anna said, it's plot driven.
Yeah, and some people think Chanel's going to end up pregnant anyway.
Oh, could be, yeah. Yeah, he just broke her heart. It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
everything she wants.
I'm torn about the whole thing. Yeah, I don't like the fact
It's selfish.
he basically, he made like this unilateral decision without her, and then he lied and said, "Oh, he didn't get the paperwork."
Yeah,
and
he lied again. Yeah, so he didn't lie before. Yeah.
Yeah. So and it just kind of came off like he was being controlling, but at the same time too, you shouldn't really adopt a kid unless both people are on the same side and both want to do it. But she thought he was on board the entire time.
Yep.
So he never said anything about him changing his mind or having doubts.
Right. He didn't tell her his feelings.
Yeah, he didn't have the guts to tell her.
He could have sat her down and say, "Hey, I'm having." Yeah, it's the way he did it too.
Yeah.
Wrong. Yeah.
But I never liked the storyline in the first place. I never liked the idea that Tate is giving his adopting his kid, giving his kid to his cousin. That
Too
I
close
just
in the family.
too close to family. You're in the
It
same
should be.
town. Everybody runs into each other. It's going to be
Right.
awkward and weird, and they're going to feel some attachment to this baby anyway. It's I never care for the storyline. It's just weird, and I feel bad for Sophia. So she's arguing with her mom at the square, but Sophia's trying to tell her, "Yeah, I want to go to college, and I was supposed to pick my college today, and all this." And she's, I think, gets dizzy or almost passes out or something, and ends up in the hospital. And Kayla tells her that they're sticking her on bed rest for the rest of her pregnancy.
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, you're
And
right.
she can't,
Sarah.
and she can't go to the prom. She can go to the prom and sit.
Yeah.
Well, we knew they aren't going to pay any money for them to actually
have a prom.
Especially
Yeah.
since Tate and Sophia have no interactions with anybody else in that high school other than Holly.
Mhm.
They don't have any friends, so it'd be a bunch of randos in the background wearing prom clothes.
They can't even spring for a cost of a tux and a gown.
Oh, and her birthday's prom. So I thought, see what I would have done, which I thought would have been funny. I thought they were going to go with, they're having prom, they're celebrating Sophia's birthday, and then her water breaks at prom. I thought that was what they were setting up, but she gives birth at the prom.
Mm-hmm.
But
and she's only 6 months.
Yeah.
There was a remark, 6 months. I thought she was further along than that. So, I don't know.
And I know a lot of women who've been put on bed rest, and none of them do it. So,
That's awful hard to do, I would think. I would think it's hard, but I don't know.
Nope. I mean, they might take things a little easy. They might not lift things, but I really do not know an actual woman who stayed in bed during her pregnancy when they were told to. So,
especially an 18-year-old.
Holy crap!
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be that bad if you're 18 nowadays because you have a phone. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Spend all
yeah, like when we were 18, I would have been either listening to CDs or reading a book. There wasn't that much
TV.
to do.
Yeah.
We can't sit there and stream a show.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s. But, yeah. So Sophia did not have a good week.
No.
And then so Tate, I don't know how Tate found Johnny at the Salem Inn, but Johnny opens the door and Tate punches him out.
Yep.
Yeah. And, so did he have it coming?
I wish it had been Chanel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anna,
that's the way he went about it with them, too. He just, that came out of the,
I
on him.
I actually must have. I was trying to see
I like Johnny, though.
Last part of
disappointed.
Friday. It's because I wasn't done with it yet, so I definitely missed the punch. But whether it happened the end of Thursday, because I missed that part, and then most of Friday. So, but Tate. I mean, he shouldn't have done it because he's already been in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea, even if it's his cousin. But I mean, he kind of needed a snap out of it moment, a moonlight snap out of it moment, because
Tate,
maybe
Tate
he just feels like he hasn't had a chance to fully express everything. But the thing of it is, that's what therapy is for. And if you're an emotionally intelligent human being, that may be what you needed to do, especially since your grandmother's in the business, and maybe not go to her, but somebody.
And
of course,
it helped your mother. Sammy benefited greatly from therapy.
I mean, who hasn't gone to Marlena, whether they were her family or not?
Yeah.
Right.
So in this situation, Marlena would have seen him and tried to help redirect him.
Yeah.
But because here's the whole thing too is it was bad enough that he did that, but the way he did it, as we discussed, was the worst part. He wasn't showing any respect for her at all. He put these two kids above his own wife and her feelings, and she was sitting there trying to tell him, I already feel like this baby is ours. I already feel like this child's mother. And
Mhm.
the thing of it is, for him to just do that in front of them,
Yeah, that was
instead of just
crappy.
saying, I mean, if nothing else, she could have said, look, let's make an agreement. I want this baby so badly. You know, you continue to work with yourself and I'll help you where I can, but don't ruin this for me. I mean, maybe that's selfish on her part, but like, I wish they had just let them do that. But of course, there wouldn't be this drama. But
Ah,
and and Sophia probably wouldn't have had her blood pressure raised had she not had all this going on. So, all that trajectories kind of happened because of that.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So good points. So this is an odd run-in. So Doug the third is back, and he's still in Holly's room.
Oh.
And he's trying to sneak out, but Maggie is in the hallway with Philip, and he gets an earful and hears what's going on. And then Doug gets a phone call saying that, he owes more money.
Oh, yeah.
It's whoever he
Yeah.
owes money to, and then he's looking for homeless
job.
shelters. Oh, actually, homeless shelters too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he moved out of the mansion. So, do you think they're setting up Doug, maybe blackmailing Philip?
Could be.
Maybe. Did he hear exactly what the secret was? That's what I can't remember. I didn't think they actually said about a fraudulent letter, did they? Or
I
was it
don't
just the
know.
secret? Okay, or just like what you did. I don't
Mhm.
know if he. I don't know if he was by the. I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch, but I don't know. But that's a possibility. Somebody else, always overhears something that they
Yeah.
can use against the other person. So yeah,
My question
yeah,
is, all those people in that house, nobody heard him in that room.
yeah. That'd be the way he could get his money. Anyway, too. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Philip saw him there, though. I mean,
Mhm.
Philip did catch him there. So
Yeah, and it seemed like they were cool, and Phillips
yeah,
wasn't going to
fine.
tell him. Yeah.
Right,
He won't lie for him, but he won't volunteer any information.
right.
Gabi, I enjoyed Gabi this week. I thought she was great.
Yeah,
I mean, any woman who gets into 4 fights in one day, it's
fight with
pretty.
everybody. Yeah,
She fought with everybody. I thought it was great, and to me, that really um, shined like the old Gabi to me. So she got in a fight with Leo, Philip,
Harvey.
Bobby.
Javi.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a fourth person too.
Philip. Yeah,
I can't remember. Maybe it was EJ.
No.
Oh,
was it Zan?
I have to look at my tweets, but I'm pretty darn sure it's 4 people. And I thought, that's really awesome. So yeah, yes. Now this drives me nuts about Days of Our Lives and other shows. They glorify journalism, and if anybody follows my Twitter account, they know I hate journalists. I just hate them. They're lying assholes. I'm sorry, and this is from personal experience too. I'm not talking about soap press. I'm talking about normal journalists. I'm not talking about anybody dealing with soaps. But the whole thing with Chad telling Leo he needs to figure out who shot EJ. That's not his freaking job. I'm sorry, it's not his
No,
job.
it's just to
Yeah.
report the news or
It's
report
for
what happened
news.
or what the police found out. Right,
Yeah.
I mean,
but
do
the police.
you ever heard of any reporter actually figuring out who a murderer was?
Yeah. Well,
I
don't
mean, I'm
they
sure.
have those investigative reporters on like what do you call them, like Dateline and all those?
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with
So
that,
they,
they're just kind of asking questions, and those stories are already over. Like, someone got convicted or acquitted, and yeah, Dateline can get you sucked in if I can stay
It
awake
can.
for 2 hours.
oh, I love Dateline. I like these true crime documentaries I'm getting on Netflix. I'm watching them, and then they have all these podcasts, all these true crime things. So then you
Oh,
have all the internet people trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own opinion.
yeah, and I love Only Murders in the Building. I absolutely love that show, and that's all about basically murders in the building, and they do a podcast about the murders in the building.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys, Steve Martin Short, and
Oh, okay. I've seen that
Gomez. Yeah,
advertised. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I've heard about it.
well, I love Steve Martin Short.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love Forensic Files.
Well, that's good too.
Yeah.
the stuff on the serial killers too, when they actually tell the entire story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people kind of skip parts. Like, what was the Ted Bundy one? I didn't realize
Oh, the Tim Bundy
it was
tapes?
a lot worse than, like, for some reason, like the whole sorority, what he did in the sorority house kind of gets glossed over. That was horrible. And yeah, because that was the inspiration for the Scream movies.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Was Ted Bundy killing like 4 girls in a sorority house?
There was awful stories there. Oh.
Awful, yeah. But
and he looked so not. I mean,
oh yeah, they said he was very charming and very.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You never think. I'm watching one right now. It's called The Happy Face Killer. It's called Happy
yeah.
Face. It's on Paramount Plus. It's based on a true story. It's told by his daughter. Yeah.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they've been advertising that on the radio.
His daughter, who the dad was always so good to her, yet she had no clue that he was like that.
He was a trucker.
People are
killing all these women.
Are psychopathic like that. Oof.
Yeah. He's in jail now, but it's her story of what happened in her life. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it sad that there's so many of those true crime stories out there?
Yeah.
I mean, of all the people that gone missing or got killed, most of the time it's their family.
Those are real human stories.
Yeah.
Well, they are. They're all a lot of they're based on true.
Those stories are about families who lost loved ones and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I remember reading something. The show got canceled, but it was about the beginning of the FBI tracking serial killers. Serial killer stuff really only started happening in the 70s.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell was going on in the 70s. But I mean, there were serial killers before that, but it seemed like it seemed like it got ramped up in the 70s. Yeah.
Maybe you just started hearing about them, but I think they've always been
with TV.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like there's a lot. Rich Ramirez, B2K, and
Zodiac,
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah,
remember I saw that documentary.
Yeah. Sorry, we went on a tangent on that, but yeah, I don't even remember. Oh yeah,
Salem Slasher, the Salem Stalker.
Yeah, so we just had
Killer.
Leo in the case. Leo could have solved all those serial killers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Leo got caught going through Gabby's purse looking for evidence. So, and she wasn't too happy about that. And I don't think he found anything anyway.
No.
But yeah, so she's mad, and then Leo is seriously like the worst house guest ever.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's eating all their food. He's fighting with everybody.
What I thought was funny was when Javi threatened to move out too if she kicked Leo out. I was thinking, what's the downside to this?
I'm thinking, why didn't she just kick Javi out too? I mean,
I think the house is paid for or something, because nobody ever talks about having to pay the rent or anything like that. So
it's Rafe's house, right?
Yeah,
it's been in the family for a long time. So I'm just saying, like when Javi said, "Well, if he leaves, I'm leaving too," even though Javi is her assistant. But I'm like thinking he doesn't have to live with her. I mean,
No,
I'm thinking, well, more
get
power
a
to you.
job,
I'll help
move
you
out.
pack your bags. But anyway, I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, gee, I feel so bad living in this big house by myself without my cousin. I mean, as a cousin, you're not entitled to be in someone's house.
No.
No.
He has no emotional ties to that house. That was his aunt's house or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, it's a good riddance too. I mean, they're just terrible house guests.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I guess Ray really did leave town from what they're saying, but it sounds like Galen didn't leave the show, so I don't know.
I don't did.
Yeah, I don't know if he just went on vacation or what was going on.
Maybe.
They temporarily wrote him off for a little bit. Yeah.
Maybe with all the people coming back for John's funeral.
Oh, you think it's like a budget thing?
Yeah. And then the other one will be back.
I don't know. That could be, because I mean, him and Jade were broken up. He didn't have anything else going on. He didn't have a job really, other than Black Patch. So
Yeah.
Who do we put him with now? Who are we going to force on? Who are they going to force on us now with Rafe? They've tried. Put him back with Sammy. I like him with Sammy.
yeah, but yeah, anybody currently in the cast, I can't think who they
No.
would. Maybe Kat, I don't know, but she's so terrible.
How
Oh,
about Melinda?
Oh,
Melinda.
that'd be interesting.
that'd be it. Yeah.
Or Rita?
Rita.
Rita needs love too.
Yes.
That'd be funny. Oh, he should seduce her and then try to get secrets from her.
Yeah.
She's probably dying to spill. Yes. Yeah, so Gabi got in a fight with them and with Philip, and I don't know why Demira Enterprises is such a small office that everybody is like crammed into Gabi's office, but Philip is trying to take over her space too.
Xander threw him out of the office.
And Xander threw him out. Yeah.
So that was the only room available, was Gabi's. Oh, and Gabi got mad, took his laptop and dropped it in the garbage can and spilled food on top of it.
And didn't Brady want? No, Gabi wanted Brady to take her in with Basic Black.
Yeah.
And Basic Black is a part of Demira anyway.
Yeah. And Brady said no.
Yeah.
They're trying to get me to quit. And like, so I'm glad she finally
Yeah.
figured that out.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, that's totally what's happening. But she did overhear Philip talking on the phone. With his mole, who heard that Mr. Shin's keeping him on board and keeping it secret to make sure that their buyout of Demira goes through. So, and he made some sort of comment, Xander's not going to be happy about that. And I think Gabi knows that there's an issue between Philip and Xander.
Yeah.
So she was smart.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out, girl.
Yeah, she will.
Trick Leo on him. Get him off her case. Get him off her case.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah,
curious men. Maybe he will go investigate Philip.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, and I was reading too. A lot of people are actually on Team Philip. I'm actually on Team Philip because
Team Xander.
Because
I like Xander, but I like Xander and Philip together.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Xander does. Okay, I like Xander, but my complaint of Xander's, I think Xander's being a diva. If we want to say diva. He just can't get over it. Sarah's saying, I think Philip probably does deserve to be part of it. And I think he's proven himself to like working and getting things done. And I think they make a good team, but he's still upset about it. And he just can't let it go. It's like, let it go, Xander.
Oh,
But
he's not going to let it go. Yeah.
no,
So,
he's not. That's just the and that just proves Sarah's point. Because he
Yeah.
keeps saying he wants to kill him. He wants to throw him down the elevator. Oh, he said 20 floors, and then he said, okay, well, maybe from the second.
Yeah.
Throwing him off the 20th floor or something. Then she looks at him and he goes, well, maybe the second floor. But yeah. So that's why, because he's going to find out about Sarah. So
Oh, yeah.
she has a good defense, I think, but he won't want to hear it, I guess.
Oh, no.
No, but anyway. But he's being a diva about it, I think.
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, and Sarah wants him to move on too, and he's talking about a honeymoon. And I hate when they do this because they always act like, oh, I don't think any couple on the show has been on a honeymoon. Oh, Gabi got in a fight with Alex too. That was
Okay.
the first one. So, yeah, and I already saw the spoiler that they pack for this vacation, and then it doesn't happen.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
Maybe he finds out about Sarah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yes. Oh, so Gabby's fight with Alex, she calls up Alex and wants to plan the date, and Alex is like, he really didn't think he had to go through with it.
Yeah.
Because it was for charity. And she's like, no. And she wants a hot air balloon.
Yeah, something big.
Something.
She wants something she can plaster all over her social media.
Which is funny. But at the same time, too, though, she only gave, 15 grand? So some of the dates she was suggesting, she wanted a whole weekend with them. I'm just like, girl. It was just,
most of that 15 grand is going to your hospital.
Yeah.
That's the point,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. And he suggested lunch. And I'm like, okay, that's being a little cheap. You can do better than lunch.
Yeah.
Lunch at the bistro or something. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the fourth fight. So, I knew there was 4.
Yeah. Who's running the bistro now?
Well, it's not Doug 3. He got shot down.
Yeah, he didn't get his job there.
Yeah, and it's not Ava.
And it's not Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They've
Sophia.
never been inside it.
It's Sophia.
Sophia's still working there, or was.
Was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh,
Hey, did they drop the whole necklace thing, or did Melinda finally cough it up for that? Does Julie have the damn necklace back or not?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Melinda
Okay.
still has it.
No, she knows about it, but
I thought Melinda got rid of it.
What's that?
I thought Melinda got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they've
I
never.
just,
Yeah.
I just
Hmm.
I know I missed a few episodes, but I was like, that I need to go back and watch. But I was like, did that ever get resolved?
No, that kind of got dropped. Let's see. Oh, so we had Marlena and Belle. And I mean, I was feeling bad for Marlena. She's probably got another daughter involved with EJ.
Yeah, what is it? Yeah. And she said, don't shrink me, Mom, if they all say that to her.
They all need it, though.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And then she has her stepson or whatever involved with another, Kristen, which she'll always be because of Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of that, so Kristen and Brady had another fight. And I'm not sure why neither of these two could figure out, maybe that's part of Rachel's problem, is they're fighting all the time.
Yeah.
So he was just there to pick her up, and Kristen wants to pull Rachel out of therapy because Rachel basically goes to her bedroom after every session.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing new with those two, basically.
No.
Oh, and then Xander and Johnny ran into each other, and Johnny was telling Xander how much he hates his dad, and then Xander offers him a job.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Johnny doesn't have a job, actually.
But what's his experience other than he tried to produce a movie that never got made?
Yeah.
He's a demare, I guess. That's about the only thing I could think of. Yeah.
That made no sense to me. And we had a Maggie and Julie scene, and
Yeah, kind of cute.
Yeah, that was nice.
yeah, that was nice.
Talking about Doug and Victor.
Yeah. Or
Losing him.
Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the spoiler for next week, one of them was Chad confronting EJ over this date with Kat. So I'm confused how EJ even did this. When was he in a coma? But he definitely was in the hospital. How did he bet on Kat? And
Somebody
why?
tell him about this stuff going on?
Maybe.
That he bid on Kat?
Yeah. And
Maybe they'll have chemistry.
I don't know.
How could anybody?
I think she would drive EJ crazy. I don't think he would find her little weird quirks interesting at all.
Yeah.
You know, she's not really bringing too much to the table, other than being pretty. I mean, she's definitely pretty, but yep. Yeah, so that was it. Promos, like I said, EJ's talking to Dr. Jeff. Yeah, the cat, and there's like a lot of EJ next week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also Alex finds Stephanie's story.
Look, yeah.
That next week, or is that the end of this? Was this the end of this week? Something
He found it this week.
was, yeah. So what that's all about, I don't know. They didn't, it just showed whatever it was. I forget what the title was.
Stormy Night.
Stormy Night. So I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Which that was one of the nighttime episodes of the 90s.
Is that what it was
Stormy
called?
Night.
One Stormy Night? Okay. I remember watching those, the nighttime ones.
You know, I never watched the nighttime ones. I wonder, they're probably not on YouTube or anything, huh?
They might be.
No, they might be.
I heard Days really smacks down on anything on YouTube anymore. Like that they're really pissing off the clip makers. Mostly ladies spend a lot of time making up those clips.
Yeah, it's nice to look back at those old clips.
I know.
You know, especially from the 80s.
Yeah,
it's
like not like they're airing them anywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of old Tony and Anna ones out there from the 80s that are fun to watch.
So it's like you're not losing money because someone's watching a YouTube video from something that was 40 years ago. It
should be making the show more popular, or some of your characters popular. Yes, right.
You know, yeah. I don't know. And so, you know, and we know people who make clips only of their favorite actors.
Right.
So people don't have to watch the entire episode. I can see people being upset about that. I could see them getting mad when people are like literally posting the episode the same day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if it's something that's not on Peacock, you can't find it on Peacock, don't let people put it on YouTube. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
So, and Peacock's really gone up in price since we all signed up for it when they got Days. But
forget what I pay for it now. Is it $8 now? I don't know.
I think I'm up to $8.99.
It was like $4.99 when I first.
Oh no, but the annual amount was like $80. When
Mine's
it renewed,
like $8 something now a month.
It was like $80 or $79.99, and then I do the monthly $5.99 for it to be ad free. Do you guys do the ad free?
I do ad free.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
What? You do ad free?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do that because they play the same damn commercials.
Oh, it's so
it's like whatever.
so annoying. It's so much better because it clips them out. You don't even have to fast forward unless you're wanting to fast forward somebody's scene, you know. But yeah, it is just so much better. But I had kind of forgotten about the annual fee, and one day it hit, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oops. But
Back when streaming was first started, they had this in the online network, and it's in the same 5 commercials all the time. I was done. I'm like, no.
you know, it's kind of crazy now how just in this short amount of time, I don't know how many years has it been now, maybe 4 years since it's been on Peacock only. I can't remember what year that happened, but it's so funny because the other day I thought, oh, it's so nice I don't have to worry about like it coming on a certain time that I have to record it or whatever. It's just, I just had this thought and I thought, it's funny because I just thought it was the end of the world for a little bit there when they said they're only going to be on Peacock. But now, I mean, they've made it so nice to watch on there and so easy. And then without the ads, it makes it so much nicer. So, yeah, definitely get that signed up for. It'll change. It'll be life changing.
Yeah, they're always in the top 10 shows.
Yep.
Somewhere.
I don't know if Daisy, and I don't even know if NBC cares. I really don't. I don't get the feel. I don't know. I hope they continue making it. But you just never know. I mean, I don't ever hear them touting that. Do you? I don't know if I've seen an executive say, "Hey, we're really thrilled with the success of XYZ," but I don't know.
Peacock and the NBC family has a lot of problems. So, and they are trying to spin off.
Yeah.
So who knows if they're going to keep Peacock or not? But there's rumors they're going to try to sell MSNBC. There's there's a lot bigger problem.
Yeah.
That they're dealing with. Peacock is probably one of the good things they have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but thank you so much. I had no idea I had a no ads option because it's the same. And I watched The Housewives on it, and so I use Peacock a lot. And when you have to listen to the same freaking commercials, back when it was on like on the NBC app, like this 40-minute show would turn into an hour and 20 minutes with the commercials. Like it was freaking insane how bad it was before it went to Peacock.
Yeah, and then remember an and the NBC app was very glitchy too. I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was awful. It was just a pain to have to deal with.
Yeah.
So they've done a good job with Peacock, I think. I think
there's a lot of other good shows on there too. Some original shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Poker Face. That was a pretty good one. But what was I going to say? But I do kind of miss. I mean, of course, since I started working full time, it's hard. But I do kind of miss everybody was on Twitter at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that's true.
Discussing the show at the same time, like having conversations. Because I'm tweeting a little synopsis about like 7:30 a.m. in Eastern time, and by that, half the time some people are still sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the interaction might not be there.
Yeah. And then I had a ton of interaction from a bunch of bots this week too. I'm like, what the hell's going on? They would just reply to me and it was just a smiley face or something. And they all had like 300 followers, and I think they were all following each other, and it was very strange. Then they all disappeared. So I don't know.
Oh, weird. Yeah, it does lessen the feeling of the communal type or the community type thing, but that's why we're here, right?
Yes. We're part of the Days family.
Right. We are the Days of
Yes. So we were discussing this before. So who of all the characters in Salem would you say is the diva of the week? Who was the biggest diva this week?
Johnny.
Wow. See, I was going with Gabi, but wow, 3-1.
Close second, but yeah.
I just Gabi with her just kind of picking so many fights, but at the same time too, she was provoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Johnny's just came out of nowhere
and Leo,
had,
but he's always a diva, so
and had zero consideration for anyone else's
He's
feelings in the whole situation.
All right, Johnny.
That's
But at the same time, too, who was the most punchable this week?
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Those probably go together a lot of the time.
Yeah. You know, if you want to wear the crown, people are always going to come for the king or the queen.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's too funny. All right. So, congratulations, Johnny. Johnny Roman Demira.
Yep.
Roman
Demira used his phone. Someone called him John Roman, and I thought his first name really was Johnny. I didn't think it was.
It's John Roman, I think, but Johnny isn't.
Roman.
Giovanni.
Chanel calls him Giovanni.
Italian side of the family.
That's the Italian pronunciation of John. Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, Giovanni Roman Demira. Maybe somewhere down the line he might.
Maybe not next week. He won't be.
Yeah, he might disavow the Demira family and turn Brady on us. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was the dumbest? No. Brady.
Yeah. I did love the scenes with Felicity. Those are so cute.
Yeah,
she felt so bad. She's like, "Oh no, what did I do?" Because she was upset that Chanel started to cry and stuff. And I love those scenes.
Yeah.
My question is, how could they survive Ariana to graduating high school?
Oh yeah, she's in with the Tate and that group, I guess.
And her mom still doesn't give a crap. Her mom's like, "Oh, I'm so excited you're graduating from high school." She goes, "Hey, I can't talk right now. I gotta go."
Hey, I can't make it out. So
I'll see you graduation.
Talk to your dads. Tell your dads hello.
Yeah, I don't even know she'll make it out.
I'll be on the back row.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they're in Arizona. I thought they were in Sydney.
I don't know.
That's true.
They must be back in Arizona.
Must be.
I don't.
Right. Yeah. It
was New Zealand. Wasn't it New Zealand or something at one point?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I thought they were. I can't remember. Are they following Sonny's career? But didn't Sonny have some sort of company that had something to do with Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to do with the research or something. The medical research.
Yeah, but also too, Will had a filmmaking career too that they were kind of following him around.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't remember what country they're in. I thought it was Arizona, but I totally forgot about the Australia and New Zealand thing. Oh, I just learned today that there is a alien base in Australia. So I didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to listen to the latest Joe Rogan. He had a guy on from the former CIA. I mean, this guy has receipts. All right. He did, he taught people how to remote view. And if you know what that is, that means basically people are psychically viewing other locations. The guy's name was Hal Puthoff. No, this guy is totally legit, documented, had top secret clearance. And and he was mostly talking about remote viewing, but at the end he was talking about UFOs. He said the United States has at least 10 UFOs, and several other countries have UFOs also. He was talking about the material they had on there and how we can't replicate the material they found the UFOs. I mean, it was
very interesting.
Oh, you have to. I'm listening to it for the second time. That's how.
Is this a recent one?
Yeah, it's from Thursday. His name is Hal. Yeah. I mean, I texted it to docs like, you guys listen to this. This guy is totally X-Files.
Very interesting.
This is like real life CIA X-Files.
Always interesting to hear from people that have they're into something that you like. But they're not crazy. They're like have receipts, like you said, but they're involved in a part of the world that you'd never like know anything. You just would never know much about. So I think that's interesting.
Well,
Okay.
the most interesting story, he had one guy remote view. This guy goes, I have to tell you, I was remote viewing the White House. And, obviously they don't want you doing that. And, the guy had to report it to his superior, but you're not supposed to do that. And he said, the president, and this is not current times. He's saying the president's not going to make it through, to serve a second term. And so they thought the president's life was in danger. So they swept the room, looked for some kind of weapons. And then he said, and it turns out he was talking about Nixon. And
I was just going to say, which president? Okay.
Nixon. And what took him down that was in the office was the tape recording system.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then everybody's like, oh, well, Spiro Agnew will be president. Then he's like, no, the president's going to be out first. And then the president will be out second. Yeah. So he claims this guy remote viewed the future and saw that Agnew and Nixon were going to be gone. And then it was documented because they actually did sweep the White House and looking for a weapon, something that was they thought was going to kill Nixon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the tape recording system, apparently.
Yeah. And we got our first unelected president.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to see something else, Joe Rogan with Bill Murray. Bill Murray said he read the first 5 pages of the book Bob Woodward wrote about John Belushi, and said this is a bunch of bullshit. And the first thing he said was they took down Nixon. So because Woodward was, all involved in the whole Watergate thing, and yeah.
You know who else was on that committee? That took down Nixon?
Wasn't it Hillary?
Yep.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary was on that committee.
Nixon was stupid. He should have burned the tapes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, your ass.
Come on.
The thing is, so he really wasn't involved with the whole Watergate break-in, but he was involved with trying to cover it up. At the same time, too.
If he would have just came clean, he'd have been fine.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would have been fine.
Yeah. But they set him up, though, because they said they got caught on purpose.
Yeah.
To take him down.
Yeah, he's guilty.
All very interesting.
That Nixon knew who killed JFK, and that's why.
Everybody knows who killed him.
Yeah.
Who's the CIA? Oh, yeah.
Everybody has an opinion. I know.
CIA, FBI.
It was not just Lee Harvey Oswald.
No.
No.
Hey, I knew that when I went to the
CIA.
I toured the sixth floor museum.
FBI.
This was back in the late 80s.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Dallas for business, and on my off time, I decided to go do a tour of the sixth floor library thing. And at the end, and this was 35 years ago or whatever, it asked you at the end, do you think, and of course this was not as sophisticated as could be now with the data and with the video and everything, but do you feel like Lee Harvey Oswald was the only person involved, or do you feel like it was a conspiracy? And I clearly remember saying, oh, definitely a conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
And that was without
yeah,
a lot of the technology we have today. Just looking at some of the film and stuff.
Well, that's the thing. We have AI now. You would think with AI, if you put in the data, the how where the bullet hit him and the timing, it would tell you exactly where
it came from.
Yes, someone had to have shot him from what angle. AI would figure it out.
Yeah.
But
they don't want us to know.
I know.
For all these years, why not?
Yeah,
all those people are probably dead.
They're all dead.
Now. They're all dead.
Yeah.
So. Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, they did release the records. I don't know, but there's probably still some more. I think they found a lot more that had never been. They're still looking through them. Yeah. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in my grandkids, maybe my grandkids will find out who really did it. We'll be gone. I don't know.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
So next week maybe something new will be breaking, and we'll have part 2 of the X-Files here. I love the X-Files. I love that show. I loved it.
And what?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Never
we
watched
watched.
it.
My son Michael liked that. I watched it off and on, but yeah,
it was slow
Good.
the first season or two, and then it gets better. You have to kind of stick with it. But, yeah, but it's funny though too. That's one thing they didn't cover in the X-Files was remote viewing. I mean, it's mostly all UFOs, but they did a lot of urban legends and stuff. But they never did remote viewing. And, yeah, but this guy said too that he's a remote viewing trainer. He said there's a spectrum, and basically everybody's capable of doing it to a certain level.
And
there's,
I believe that.
Yeah, and there's actually a few people who are extremely famous because they're such accurate remote viewers. So he named names. It's not like he was being vague.
Oh, I gotta listen to this. I'm curious.
Yeah, let me know what you think, because it was fascinating. I'll send you the link. It was totally fascinating. All right.
Thanks.
So, all right.
Okay.
To Johnny being the week, and Divo of the week, and the most punchable.
There we go.
Thank you, ladies.
Have a great birthday, Marianne.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday later on the 8th.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
And have a great week, the rest of you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a good week, ladies.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.